The call came at midnight. Her voice shook, frantic, desperate. We could get arrested. I almost laughed. Not because it was funny, but because the words tasted like justice. After all the years of silence, of swallowing betrayal, of watching my family treat me like a guest in my own life, finally, they were the ones cornered. And all it took was patience. That house wasn't just wood and glass, it was mine. The only thing I ever fought for, the only piece of ground I hadn't surrendered to their greed. My beach house, my escape, my sanctuary. I worked 2 jobs for years to buy it. I furnished it piece by piece, never owing anyone a dime. And yet, my family, the people who knew exactly what it meant to me, treated it like a summer rental they had rights to. It started small. A weekend getaway I wasn't invited to. Cousins posting pictures on Instagram I hadn't approved. Then the messages. "We'll just use it when you're not around." Not questions, statements. The first time, I let it slide. The second time, I tightened my jaw. By the third, I knew this wasn't ignorance, it was entitlement. The betrayal revealed itself in layers. I found a listing, not a casual family stay, an actual online rental posting, photos of my furniture, my kitchen, my bed, booked under my mother's account. She had turned my house into her side business, and they never expected me to notice. I didn't confront them, not yet. Rage is easy. Revenge requires patience. So I waited. I tracked the bookings. I watched as names and dates filled the calendar. Weekends, holidays, vacations. Then I saw it. The jackpot. A wedding. 100 guests. Paid in full. Deposits cleared. Every detail set. I knew exactly when to strike. 2 months before the wedding, I walked into the county office. Calm. Professional. I filed a new lease agreement under my name. Locked in. Legally. Ironclad. 1 month before, I changed the locks. Every door. Every window. Security cameras installed. Alarms synced to my phone. 2 weeks before, I spoke to the event planner. A casual call. I let slip that the venue might not be available. I didn't cancel. I didn't interfere. I just planted the seed of doubt. And then, 1 week before the ceremony, when the panic had finally reached my mother's throat, she called. "Please," she begged. "They've paid thousands. We'll be sued. We could be arrested." Her fear was sharp, almost sweet. I reminded her of something she once told me when I was a teenager, standing in the kitchen after she sold my guitar, the one thing I'd saved for on my own. "You don't own things in this family," she'd said. "We share. Everything belongs to everyone." Now, I finally had my answer. "No," I told her. "It belongs to me. It always did." The fallout was brutal. The wedding party arrived, only to find locked doors, cameras watching, no access. Lawyers got involved. The couple demanded refunds. My mother's reputation bled dry in front of family and friends. She tried to spin it, tried to make me the villain. But the lease was legal. The locks were mine. The evidence undeniable. For once, they couldn't twist the story. The night after the wedding disaster, she came to me. Not screaming, not furious, just hollow. "Why would you do this?" she whispered. I looked at her, steady. "Because you needed to learn that taking without asking isn't family, it's theft, and I don't protect thieves." Her silence was louder than any apology. Now, when they look at me, there's no more laughter at my expense, no more assumptions that my property, my effort, my life are community property to pillage. They keep their distance. Invitations come less often. And when they speak of me, there's a careful edge to their voices, respect sharpened by fear. I don't regret it, because the truth is, they taught me how to play this game. They built me into someone who calculates, who waits, who strikes when the timing hurts most. They thought they could steal my sanctuary. Instead, I turned it into their prison. And every time I unlock my beach house now, every time I hear the ocean against the glass, I remember that phone call. Her voice breaking, terrified of consequences she created. Justice doesn't always come in courtrooms. Sometimes it comes in the quiet click of a new lock.